Hello everybody, this is the Titled Man here, and welcome to a Train Simulator 2 tutorial. Today, I'm going to show you how to make Mount Everest in Train Simulator 2.
Oi, Titled Man, what are you doing here? This is my video today.
But this is a Train Simulator 2 tutorial video. I made those other tutorials a really long time ago.
Well, times have changed, and the world demands a new Train Simulator 2 tutorial series, so it must be done to the highest quality. Therefore, I'll be hosting the video today. Now, get out of here.
Ya mother!
Alright, now I've got that taken care of. Anyways. Hello everybody, this is Fronito Bobbin here, and welcome to a Train Simulator 2 route building tutorial. Yeah, it's a very different kind of Train Simulator 2 video that we're doing this time. I've noticed that my older Train Simulator 2 route building tutorial videos got lots and lots of views and are now really the only route building tutorials here on Train Simulator 2 on YouTube. So I figured, since there's demand for these tutorials, I figured, well, let's make a new version. Especially considering that those old videos I made back there, those ones are old and bad. So let's do this properly and show you how to build a route here in Trains Simulator 2. But before we do that, be sure to check out my Fiverr gig. Link is in the description. So, of course, you want to start off by going to select route, and then at the bottom of the screen is create route, and you tap that to load into the surveyor and begin. Alright, so here we are then in the baseboard. This is, of course, where all the routes here in Train Simulator 2 start. And today we'll be going over the basics. So these are the absolute most basic things that you need to know to make a route in Train Simulator 2. This is for if you've never made a route in Train Simulator 2 before, you have no idea what you're doing. Well, this is where to start. So, of course, this is a train simulator for all, so we need to play some tracks. So to do that, well, you see the house button on the bottom right hand of the screen. You tap that, and of course you have a set of options. We're gonna tap the middle one with the squiggly line there. That's the splines, and then we click the plus here, and here is all of our splines. We can tap around to sort of remove certain splines. So we have the train tracks, which is these ones, and then we have the other splines. They're just other things for scenery purposes. We're of course going to start by laying some tracks. So let's select the so if you just use your finger to sort of scroll around and everything. Let's start off with the one track wood. So we select that, then we can click the plus again, and then you tap anywhere on the baseboard and lay it down. And there it is, our first piece of track. Yes, there it is, our first track, our first thing that we can use to drive a train. We can also move our spline around a bit. Just tap the arrow here, which is move spline point. Here we can drag it around. Of course, use the free roam camera as you would in a driving session, and you can just extend the track a little bit and put it how you want it. I'm gonna line it up right up to this yellow line here. That's how I'd like to lay the tracks exactly, where I want it to be. Of course, you can place your tracks anywhere, wherever. It doesn't matter where you want to put your tracks, but I'd like to use this yellow line thingamajig as sort of a reference point, just so I know, that my track is completely straight. So this is, of course, how you place down a singular track. We can also place down double tracks. So let's select the 2-track wood option. And it's pretty much just the same thing, although this time it's dragging the middle of the thing, and of course it becomes 2 white lines, but that's of course fine. That is because, of course, we are laying down a double stretch of track, which of course is, all fine. And, let's get it exactly correct. And there you go! That is how to lay track here in Train Simulator 2. So now that we've laid down some track, let's place down some other stuff. We're going to unselect the track and then select the other splines. This, of course, is all of our miscellaneous stuff. You have all kinds of fences, bridges, roads. I'm actually going to start off by laying down a platform, though. Let's pick, I guess we'll go with the T-side QR ramp, because why not? And also set our camera up in position and place the ramp down. And there you have it. The circle here, oh no, the circle is visible, it turns out. Okay, so we're gonna place the track, or the platform, let's place it right about, let's move it further up actually. We're gonna put the thingamajig here, the circle, and we're gonna line up with the platform just like so. And okay, that's one side done. I will bring this side in here just a little bit. Right in like so. And there you go, a platform. Let's also place down a fence, because we can do that as well. Fence is somewhere, you can't quite search for it. But I do know where the fence is. I think it's a white sort of fence that I usually use. Alright, we're going to go with the fence tall blue. So like we did with the platform, we can just put it down here. And I guess we'll put it something like this. Just here. And we'll put it along the line here. There we go. And we'll put it on the other side of the platform as well. Come on. There we oh, okay, yeah, it's not complaining apparently because I tried to connect up with the spline. Yeah, some splines don't go together, but that doesn't really matter because you wouldn't put certain splines together anyways. But there you go. And there is a fence. And now to complete the scene, let's put down a road. See if I can find the word I'm looking for. I guess we'll go with the Road USA, because why not? Put the road starting about here. That'll move it along the length of this platform. Actually, move it further away in case I decide to put some buildings here later. But there you go. Now we can just keep going. Also, yeah, that's how you can extend your splines. By the way, you just tap the circle that you want to extend the spline of, and then that's how to keep. That's how to make the spline go more. And we can build up to here, and there we go. Now let's do it the other way, and there we go. So the smoothest spline in the world. You can use various methods to try and smoothen it out, but just to keep it simple, there you go. That is Splines here in Trainz Simulator 2. Alright, now that we put down some splines, let's now put down just some objects. So actually, if we go back and you hear the house and the tree, that's your objects. And then of course we have three different types of objects. We have just general scenery objects, trackside stuff, and trains. We'll start with the scenery related stuff. It's all kinds of stuff actually. We got trees, houses, signs, all kinds of stuff. Let's find a tree that we can put down. Oh wait, is that that's a branch that can bust, but no, that's not what we need right now. Let's find a tree. Here we are then, some trees. We'll take this tree here, put it, I guess here. It's a two-dimensional tree. I think there are some 3D ones here, but we should use this 2D one for now. There you go. You can put down trees, and if you want to put them down, you pretty much just hit the plus and just tap anywhere on the ground, and then go to the move object, and then you can put them where you want. So we got all kinds of stuff, not just trees. We also have buildings. There's a junction building. We'll just put a. Okay, is there a house somewhere? Actually, there are some cars here. Let's put down a car. Then we'll put this Mustang down. Put it here. You can also rotate the object by using this. You can just rotate. Yeah, rotate, tap on the object, and then you can turn it and everything. Pretty easy, all things considered. So you have to move object, of course, and rotate to move it around. There you go. Let's see if I can find a house. And then we can select the house and put it wherever. Just hit the plus. There you go. Now I can adjust the placement of the house. The hitbox might be a bit weird on some of these, but there you go. And then you can just move the house to the position that you want it. Let's put down another one, just for the fun of it. And there we are. And there are many objects that you can choose from here in Trainz Simulator 2. These are just some of the ones I've decided to use for this tutorial, but pretty much every object is the same. You just find it, place it, and then move it to exactly to where you want it to be. Up next, I guess we'll use this opportunity to put down a trackside object, so I can deselect the scenery and select the trackside objects. And for now, we'll just find a speed limit to put here. Now, there's a bunch of speed signs, but let's use the US ones. There we go. Let's put a speed limit about, yeah, they have a bunch of different speed limit signs here to choose from for all the different speeds. So how about let's put a speed limit sign of 80 miles per hour. Select that, and then for trackside objects, you place, or you tap pretty much anywhere on the track, and there you go. Place down the sign, and then once again, you can use the move object feature to move it. Okay, this one's a bit difficult. You have to really try to grab in the right place. But if you can, then you can move it over to wherever you want. This one stays right next to the track though, so you can't necessarily place it anywhere you want. It just has to be somewhere next to the track. But there you go. Okay, moving it is a bit finicky, but there you go. That's how to place a trackside object. Just tap on the track and then move it to your desired location. And finally, a railway needs some trains, so let's go back into the add objects, deselect the trackside object, and toggle the train. I'll put down a train somewhere. Let's get we'll start with the F7. I guess that's top of the list. We'll put it down, about here. And there it is. You can already hear the idle sound. And let's put down a couple coaches. Let's do the Pine series, I guess. And once again, type anywhere on the track to put some trains down. However, you want to type right behind a certain locomotive next to a train car to place said car down to where you actually want it. But yeah, once again, type anywhere on the track you want to put the train. We'll use the move object to move the train up and down and across the line. You can also use the rotate object feature to rotate the entire consist, like so. You can also just reverse the consist heading if you want to face backwards or forwards. And toggle junction, oh, that's for junction, which we're actually going to get onto in just a second now. So now how do you place a junction? Well, this is pretty simple. You just tap on this button here, which is insert spline point, and then tap anywhere on the spline, and it will insert a spline point just like that. And of course, you do the same thing for the other track if you want to. Yep. Okay, it's a bit difficult, but okay, it seems that doesn't want to work today, but if you could make it work, you can put a spline like I did just there for this track here. And now we can get a single piece of track, and let's get the one track wood, drag it from here, and there you have it. That way we can make a junction and build a little siding here. Track is a bit crooked, but you can use various methods to straighten it out, and there you go. And also if you use the where's the rotate feature? Nope, not that one. Hang on, that's the wrong one. Never mind, we're not gonna look at that just yet. Splines, nope, still wrong. Objects, there we go. Rotate, toggle junction, and it seems to disappear for some reason, but there you go. You can change the position of the junction if you want to have it that way or that way, and there you go. That is junctions. And finally, since of course we want to build a much bigger railway than this, perhaps. I mean, this is only on a singular baseboard, as you can see if we zoom out here to the map, but we want to make this route bigger. So how do we do that? Well, we want to go back to home. Then we want to go into we want to go to ground, not system, for the ground feature, and then of course add a baseboard and tap, and there you go. And to that, you just tap on an end of the baseboard, any end that you want. You can also put one, let's say here, for example. You have to be in a certain position to put the baseboard where you want, but that's pretty easy. So yeah, we'll delete this one. And yeah, if you want to delete it, you add baseboard, then hit the delete baseboard, and then there you go. However, deleting section cannot be undone. So yeah, so if you're deleting baseboards, do be very careful though, and you don't want to delete one by accident, because otherwise you're gonna have, well, many problems. But there you go. We've now added another baseboard. So let's make the line a bit bigger, shall we? We'll start with this here. And actually, one thing we want to do is want to insert a spline point here, because otherwise, well, you're going to see in a second, it makes the track a little bit wonky and strange. So I always like to put another spline point there just to make sure it works. But there you go. Actually, I think if we go here, there is an option to straighten the track. Hang on. Nope. Okay, never mind. Hang on. Hang on. Nope, I can't seem to find the option to straighten the track. Okay, well, we might look at that in the in another tutorial. But for now, let's keep on building the track out. And I'll build it right up to here. Oh, whoops, I added a thing. Let's delete that real quick. That's how you delete splines if you need to. I'll build the track up to here. And now let's put down another, let's extend this track here. Once again, do the insert spline and this method for curves. Nope, this track really does not want to play for some reason. Okay. Oh, I know, I can see why, because we have a train on the track. Oh, that's it's silly. Yeah, I got a train on the track. Yeah, sometimes if you have trains on the track and then you want to move the spline or whatever, it does get a little bit strange, but you know, you can do various things to try to maneuver your way around it, but there you go. And we'll have this track follow this straight track here. And like so. Okay. Track placement is a little bit wonky, but hey, you can always just play around with it and try to get it all straightened out. And there you have it. Those are the basics to building a route here in Trainz Simulator 2. So we laid some tracks, we put down some buildings and everything. So now I think it's time to go for a drive. So now we can go to back and then go to system, and there's this train button here, which is drive session. We can do that. I guess where they save changes, so we can save the route. Let's just call it a tutorial route, just to keep it simple. And we shall save. And now about to enter the driving mode. And here we are then. Here is our train. So let's put on max power. And there it is. We are now driving this train on our newly created route. It's 10 kilometers by default. There is a way to change that in the settings, but I will go over that in a future tutorial. But there it is then. That is the basics on how to build a route here in Trainz Simulator 2. So I hope that this tutorial helps you out in some way and is able to get you started on building routes here in Trainz Simulator 2. If you have any questions or anything that I may have missed in this tutorial or whatever, let me know in the comments section of this video and I will reply to you as soon as possible. That's gonna do it for this episode. I suppose there will be multiple videos in this series, but that's it for this one. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as our train drives off the end of the track, I will see you in whatever I make next.